Okay, Asia session live. Currently looking at Nikkei. Nikkei in the Discord saw a move here on the H2 trend breakout. Had a quick look at the H2, and the last H2 closed bullish breakout, but right below this day range level. So wasn't really interested in that. And then the next 1 hour bar closed above. So now I'm interested to look at this move. H1, I can see that we have the last bar closed bullish breakout. Just get my MetaTrader ready. I might have it set up entry real soon here. So on the H1, we have a bullish breakout, and then price is now retracing back, faked out the low, and I want to see price get back above this M5 breakout level. Don't want to trade right into these breakout levels. Let's see if this closes above. M30 is just right under, so there's a possibility that this can come down a little bit more. So I have to be really careful about this. But if we get above that M10, above the M5, okay, we are above it. Looking for 10-second, 15-second closures above. I'm just looking at that timer on the right here. If we are closing above, then I am okay. So got in on that move. Stop loss at the low of the H1, the current H1. Don't like how this did not get triggered, but I am a mechanical trader and I had that entry right here. This is a pullback continuation move. We broke out, faked out the low, and got back above breakout levels. So we're breaking out of a previous high, breaking out of a previous high, and then price came down, faked out the low below that breakout level. So this is a pullback pattern, and I took that pullback continuation. These ones in black, these are the recommended entries to take on these patterns. And yeah, so took that one, and now I'm going to be holding to the next momentum cycle. So we're breaking out of that previous day high, breaking out of the previous week high. When I'm breaking out of these highs, then I'm looking to take partials or full TP at the next momentum cycle. So let me see an example here. So something like this, we're breaking out of the high. I wouldn't take something like this because it's, I mean, if I took, I'm not sure if this is an entry, I have to go in through it, but let's say I took this one, I'd be holding to the next momentum cycle or the next higher time frame level. So breaking out, taking it to the top, yeah, breaking out something like this, either here or the next time it triggers. So that's what I'm going to do next time it triggers. And if I'm trading on the daily, the momentum time frames I'm looking at are either going to be the H12, H8, or H4, depending on how long you think you can hold it. And let's see, the next H8 is going to be, next H4 is in 2 hours. I think that's also going to be the H8 bar. Yeah, so I'm going to be holding this to the next H8 probably. Okay, so I'm going to set an alert here, and that'll let me know next time it triggers. I think there was a weekly level over here. Marked it off. Let's see, what did I see there? Yeah, so fake out of a peak here as one area, and then another area I could look for. Yeah, so let's see if it can get to one of those ones. So these would be my max targets. It's going to be either if I hit one of these ones, which would be 14R, 11R, or if it triggers the H4, H8, or the H12, whichever comes first. All right, so that's the trade. I see this technically, since we're faking out the low below that H1 high, this would be a trend retracement, but I see this more as a trend breakout trade. trend breakouts, price has already broken out of the H1 high and then coming down, faking out the low. Would prefer it above, but came down a little bit and then got back above. I'm okay with that. So I'm taking this second trade on the trend breakout. So I did have a look at the breakout itself, and there was actually a nice move here on the breakout. There was some tight consolidation. Price came down, faked out the low, and then broke out of a range. And so that's kind of what I'm looking for in a trend breakout setup. Want to see tight consolidation. I think it's easier to see it on the 30 seconds here. There is tight consolidation between two levels. And then right before the breakout, I want to see price come down, take out that entire consolidation. So price did come down, faked out the low, but it actually did not take out the entire consolidation. So I probably wouldn't have gotten this even if I were sitting and watching it. So this would be the aggressive entry. This would be the breakout entry. And if I miss those, or if I don't see it, or if I don't like it, then I'm waiting for price to come down, fake out the low, and then take it up. So did not catch that initial breakout, which would have given a pretty decent move. Then got in on that pullback move. Now again, I don't really like that the M30 has not been triggered. Would have much preferred it to fake that out. But as I said, I'm a mechanical trader. If I get the entry, I'm going to take it. So I got the entry on the H1. And let's see what happens there. Got rejection here on the M10 as well. All right, so that's it. Going to be seeing what this does here on the M15, and I'll be back. And before I forget, this was actually something that I had been looking at for quite some time on the position. We had trend momentum and what I wanted to see on the monthly. So we had that nice strong trend momentum bar. And then I would see price retrace back, show me rejection, and take the move back up. But that's not what happened. What ended up happening, price retraced and it did not show me rejection at the low. So I could not take any entry on this one. And then after that, was waiting for price to get back above. Still kind of stayed down here. I wanted to see rejection, never rejected. And if I don't get rejection at the low, I can only get in above the breakout of the previous week high. So I talk about this a lot with my entries. I'll use the simple pattern version of it. If I'm going to take that false breakout move, I need to see rejection of the low. If I don't get rejection, then I can only get in on the breakout of the high. And so that's exactly what's happening here. So the way that I read the market on the higher time frames is exactly how I read it on the lower time frames. My setups are also my entries. And so I just learned one way of trading, and then I can use that everywhere, every single time frame. And so this is why I'm interested in Nikkei. This was something that I've been looking at for a while, but just never gave me a setup, and was alerted to that Discord alert. And then that's when I started looking at it again. All right, so that's it. And let's see, I'll look at it on the 1 hour, I think. Okay, price is moving pretty good here. H4 bar is about to close in 8 minutes, so I'm just going to take my partials now. Don't need to wait for this. There's usually going to be some retracement, so I'm going to take the partials now instead of waiting, and I'm just going to let this run. So final target is going to be, see that peak level up there. Let's see. Well, final target is going to be that month fake out level at the top, as per what I thought with the monthly bar. But I'm sure I'll find some ways to get some more on this move. All right, so that's it. What was that? Let's see. Took about about 5 hour in this move, and let's see if this wants to go. Can look for retracement moves here. Trend retracement on this one. This is a trend momentum bar. Actually, no, not the best one. It's breakout reversal on the monthly. Faked out the low. And we don't have that rejection at the bottom, but we're breaking out above the high. Actually, no, this is okay, but I'll look at it on the weekly instead, on the 2 hour probably instead of the H4, because H4 is the monthly is bearish, but on the weekly levels everything is bullish. So I'd like to time it on this one. All right, so that's the trade. Um, Took this off of the H1. Initially saw it on the H2, had trend momentum on the H1, waited for that pullback, picked off the exact perfect position. That's what happens when you trade momentum, get those perfect positions, and ended up taking partials. This would be a nice place to take partials as it starts flipping, but it took partials a little bit higher, and now I'm just going to look to hold it to the next level, which I've already marked off here, or all the way up here, I guess. More realistically, one of these ones. All right, so that's it. Nice trade, and I'll be back for London.